I just got through channeling something that humanity was never meant to hear. Until they are fully ready for their highest awakening. Now what you have to understand is that this device that you know as 3-Eye Atlas is not what you think it is. It's not what anyone else is going to tell you it is. And that doesn't mean I'm saying my way is the only way. Just take what I'm telling you and observe the patterns around you. Cool? I saw on a planet very far away, in a whole different part of the universe, this planet is surrounded by 3 suns. Each sun gives off an energy even stronger in a spiritual way than ours here on the earth. I saw 10 beings on this planet circled around the device. Their intentions, you ask? To create something that would free humanity from the cage it has been in for thousands of years. This device holds great awakening energy. Things that humanity cannot understand, built with technology and psychic abilities. This collaboration of both of those aspects creates something that has a ripple effect through the universe. I saw them with their hands hovering over this device. Now, the most interesting part for me is that it wasn't something that was done hundreds of years ago or in a certain amount of time that you wouldn't even be able to conceptualize. It was done in what we would know as a few days ago. It's just that time moves so slowly on the earth because we're still in density. Most humans are in the 3rd dimension. We are in a constant fluid contrast with one another, right? Now, once you mutate, once you transmutate the energies, right, you're going to see, with an open channel, your own pristine, clear message. You're going to start to link everything together. You see, this device that's hidden inside of the comet is why humanity is starting to shift out of the simulation. It's why the simulation is starting to break down. It was made with those exact intentions. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and put your notifications on. Leave a comment letting me know what this brings up for you and what you've noticed in your own life recently. Like the video, and if you can, share this with someone who you think is ready to hear this message. 3-Eye Atlas, 3rd Eye Atlas. This device that's inside of the comet is meant to target your 3rd eye region to completely shift and adapt your energies so that you can actually transcend everything much quicker. Now, it's not like you have much of a choice, because I'm sure most of you are noticing your reality is changing quickly in certain ways sometimes. Sometimes it's stagnant, but then in other days recently, things are just not adding up. Certain patterns, behavioral patterns within individuals, people falling out of your life, certain vibrations not able to match your own. Your aura is changing. Your own old limitations are starting to change gradually. That's the point of this device. The 3rd eye is being opened more than ever before. That is why it was given the code name 3-Eye Atlas. It also has a code breaker device within it. This device is literally equipped to break every code program that keeps you held into 3-dimensional reality, the false simulation, illusion reality. Right? If you ever hear someone say, well, you're here to live in the 3rd dimension, no. The 3rd dimension is a trap. It's a cage construct. You're here to ascend and go into be You're here to ascend and remember that you are a multi-dimensional being that can experience so many levels of your own existence and connect to so many different dimensions, lives, universes at the same time, whilst integrating, adapting, and enjoying this life. Now, if you want help evolving your senses quickly, removing any entity that is holding you back, you can contact me through the email in the description of this video for a one-on-one session. I'll remove any entity that is on your energy body. I'll give you an astrology reading, a palm reading if that is something that resonates with you. Most of all, I'll give you channeled guidance directly for you, curated to you for your life on what you need to do to move forward now, to shift into your highest timeline. The most potent part of what I channeled is that I literally could sense and see simultaneously on an intuitive level and a direct visual level these beings. Their physical appearance is much taller than humans. However, they look somewhat similar, but they have much more of an angelic presence. full ethereal psychic abilities. Very advanced, but they live in a different region of time. Very timeless, as a matter of fact. It's just what they created was in a synchronized motion to adapt to our sense of time, as that within itself is already breaking down. They wanted to equip this device with something that would help break down the construct of time, the paradigm, the matrix itself. I saw them synchronize all of their minds into one consciousness instantly. And they went into a state where all I could say is that God was working through them, quite literally. Now you're going to notice over the coming days and weeks a lot of things that I'm saying coming true. You're already noticing it with the simulation breaking down. Things that wouldn't have happened 8 months ago that are currently happening quite frequently. A lot of it has to do with your own internal senses, but the catch is that sometimes it shows up now in the external more than usual. So if you would usually have your guard up, now it doesn't even matter if your guard is down. What's going to happen is that you're going to see that a lot of the barriers of old belief patterns, old ways of living, habits, anything that you think is comfortable, it's all starting to fade quite quickly. Sometimes we cling on to it. That's human nature. But we are evolving as a collective consciousness. This YouTube channel is being treated equally to my own channel within my being. I'm giving it all of my focus. It's currently not generating any funds. So if you want to assist and support what I'm doing here, you can donate through the link in the description of this video, whatever amount you want. This will be looked at as an energetic occurrence that you're sending to the universe to help shift humanity and yourself to the new earth. Whatever you send, thank you. If you're just watching and not sending anything, thank you. Because you just watching is opening your perception to the whole premise of what I'm doing here, which is removing the illusion. The technology that this device was built with is not the kind of technology that humanity would currently understand. It is more of a frequency architecture, not a physical architecture. Now what that means is that it's built from a higher consciousness. It holds aspects of existence that you will see and be drawn to vibrationally. However, mentally, you won't be able to quite understand it at first because it's so foreign. Think about it. Imagine humanity living 100,000 years in the right direction, evolving constantly. That's the kind of technology we'll be working with then. If even. It's very advanced. And they put it inside of something that looks like a comet just to get your attention. However, why do you think this comet has gotten so much attention? And why does it have that name that we spoke about earlier? All of this symbolism is the law of balance in full effect, giving you a full sense of awareness that something is going on. These beings are in a major collaboration with that something going on, right? They only want to see humanity shift away from the pain that it keeps projecting back out to the universe because of its own ignorance. Now, if you get out of that ignorant state of the ego and you look at the consciousness that is here, if you want to understand consciousness more, you can look at more of my videos on this channel. If you start to look at the actual resonance that is here, that I am here as, that you are here as, it's one. That's what connects us, right? I'm not speaking to your mind. I'm going past the barriers of the elusive, conditioned psychological mind, and I'm speaking to your consciousness as consciousness itself. That is your life force energy. That is what allows the soul to gravitate into existence and experience multiple lives. Now that is what is great about this life, because we can fully shift back into the truth of that oneness. And that is the point of 3i Atlas. All of which to shift humanity into its highest timeline, known as the New Earth. Awakening the senses, opening the chakras, and giving us all the signs we would have ever needed, and then some. You're going to notice more and more. If you haven't noticed enough already, you're going to see it. You're going to see it increasing. What you need to do is just remain open, keep your perception open, and keep going within as much as possible. Neutralize yourself. Let the nature of the earth, whatever it sends at you, let it balance you out, right? Because everything that you see is for a reason. There is a 100% chance that this video found you for a reason. It's not some matrix pop-up. It's not some mind trap. It's not some crazy concepts I'm throwing at you to throw you off. It's not another distraction. It's not coming from someone that wants to see you as a servant to a system that doesn't care about you. It's coming from someone who sees the one within every one. And that is what the whole purpose of this awakening is. Because the quicker you start to see what we have in common, instead of emphasizing in separation, distraction, fragmentation, the quicker you'll start to be empowered and notice the highest timeline, the highest earth experience, a pristine, divine, ethereal, powerful, psychic, magical earth. And that is what I'm here bringing you to. That is what God is bringing you to. And really, in oneness, that is what you are bringing yourself to. Thank you.